Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a color wheel using a compass. First of all, you're going to create 3 circles about equal size. Then you're going to use a protractor, align it in the center, and mark every 30 degrees. 30. Turn it around, do the same thing every 30 degrees, and then you'll connect those to the center there. This will create 12 sections for your primary, secondary, intermediate colors, as well as your hue, tint, and shade. Please label your primary colors. They are every 4 sections, so there should be 3 sections in between every primary color. Start out with your hue and start working between 2 primary colors. So here I'm working in between blue to red, and I will create the tints and shades and hues of all of those colors that fall between blue and red. Mix enough because, again, acrylic paint always requires 2 to 3 layers for optimal results, so you want to make sure you have a little extra on your palette so that you can reapply a second layer once your paint is dry. You also don't want to use too much water, because if you use too much water it can get very streaky and translucent. Remember not to mix too much paint, just need enough. You can always get more afterwards. Remember, black is going to be overpowering. Whenever you are mixing shades, you are only going to use a dab of black. The shades here that you see in my cool color scheme are going to be a little dark, but remember, you only want to use a little bit of black because black can be super overpowering. When you mix your hues with white to get your tints, remember, white is overpowered easily, so you just want to use a little bit of color to a lot of white. Alright, the shades here that I'm painting here are a little dark for my liking. Please make sure that you are using less black than I did here so that you can see more of a change and that they do not blend together. These also require multiple layers, so remember, all of this is just my first layer of acrylic paint. You will need to go back once it dries and put your second and third layer upon it so that it is not translucent, but instead it is opaque. Alright, now I'm ready to start mixing my tints. So notice how much white I am using to just a little bit of color, because please remember, white is easily overpowered. So instead of using a bunch of white paint, you just want to use a little bit of white paint and an even smaller amount of your hue to get your tints.